Welcome everybody, this is a self-elected Ape of the Year, and today I'm going to do a summary of all the features, or most important features of the upcoming Team Fusion patch 5.0. Now when I say upcoming, consider it over-exaggerated. It might still take up to a year, so I'm not sure when it's going to be released. Nobody is, even the developers themselves. So there's so many new features in this patch that it still might take up to a year. So we don't know. It might be right around the corner. It might still take a little bit. So that being said, all the content that you see right here in the background is provided by the official YouTube channel of the Team Fusion. And if you're interested in that kind of stuff and you want to see monthly update videos, take a look in the description and consider subscribing to these guys. So, now, first of all, summary. I'm going to give you all the most important features that are going to be implemented in this patch and my opinion about them. And on top of that, you also are going to get all the details, all the little changes that this patch is going to add into the game in the annotations in the background. So watch the video, take a look at these features that you're going to see there, and I'm going to talk about the really important big things. Now, the first important big thing is not really anything considering the game itself. The most important thing about this patch is going to be that it's going to make the whole thing much more user-friendly. So everything that you see right here is going to be implemented officially. So it's not going to be a mod. You don't have to install anything, you don't have to visit any forums, you don't have to bother with getting the thing running. It's going to be all done for you via Steam. And this is extremely important because of two reasons. Now, reason number one is, of course, like I said, the user friendliness. We are going to get something that we don't have to do anything for. The game is going to work and we don't have to bother with installing the whole thing. And on top of that, Team Fusion is going to be paid for their efforts. So wait for Team Fusion 5.0 to be released, and as soon as this hits, you are going to support Team Fusion automatically if you buy it, if you haven't bought it already. So what you see right here in the background, lots of new planes are going to be added, and they are also developing the cockpits. So you see right here, for example, the finished Beaufort, and if you are good at these things, take a look at the link there, the Gmail address. If you're good at Maya and you're maybe even good at coding, C++ and stuff like that, and you want to help the project out, I'm not sure if the payment is going to be good or anything, but if you really want to help them and if you want to maybe get some experience in game development and stuff like that, you might want to check this link out or send them an email and show them some of your stuff that you have already done. So now you're going to see all the little changes here, the improvements. And I'm going to talk about the next really important block. I'm going to combine it under one big title, and this is dynamics. So we are going to get lots and lots of new dynamics in Cliffs of Dover. Now, if you are experienced with Cliffs of Dover, then you know that it's only taking place on the channel map. We are only having this one theater, and we pretty much only have one important dynamic of fight happening, and this is the Energy Fighter 109 against the Turn Fighter Spitfire. Of course, there's also some other planes. There is the Italian Fiat plane, and there's also the Hurricane, but both of them are not really that, they do not dominate in any way or shape or form. So it's pretty much just 109 versus Spitfire all the time over the same map. Now with this patch, we are going to get in a lot of new additions in the regards to the dynamics of the fights. So not only are they going to take place over a new background, and I love the North Africa background, I really think it's an awesome theater of war, not only because I like the mixture of the colors, you know, the yellow and the watery blue. I think this goes very well together. the camouflages of the planes are going to look so awesome in this theater. So um, I really, really personally, subjectively, really like the theater. But not only this, this is going to change your subjective feeling of the whole thing, but we are going to get a lot of new additions in the dynamics because of the planes that are going to be added in. Now, it's still going to take a while in the video before the planes are going to be shown, but I'm going to already tell you a little bit. There's going to be new dynamics in the fights because we are going to have energy fighters and boom and zoomers on the Allied side now. So there's going to be some land-lease planes, and this is going to make it all a little bit more interesting in the ways of fights that are going to happen. Because, like I said, right now there's only this one dynamical fight which always pretty much takes place in the same shape, and now we are going to have some other kinds of tactics which are going to be possible for the Allied pilots. And not only that, they are also going to get new bombers. So up until this point, only the Germans really had a lot of bombers available in Cliffs of Dover, and now the Allies are going to get in a few additions. So up until now, they only had the Blenheim, and now they are going to get the Destroyer, the Beaufort. They are going to get the Wellington. And this being added, they have a little bit of additional options to really bombard some German targets. Now here you see the first plane, like this is a Beaufort, and you see the cockpit is really well done. Now we are going to talk about the additions to the German Luftwaffe. We have new variants of the 109, and most importantly, this is going to be the F variants, so the variant that you know from Battle of Stalingrad with the differently shaped nose, this prolonged nose and this more sleek design. This is all going to be added in Cliffs of Dover here. Now we see the land-lease planes. Right here we have the P-40. Like I said, this is an energy fighter, a boom and zoomer. We have new additions for the Spitfire and for the Hurricane, so cannons are going to be implemented. And here we have the Martlet. This is a land-lease version of the F4F Wildcat. And here you see the insides of the new Wellington. So yeah, like I said, we have all these new planes, all these new features, and take a look at the quality of the whole thing. This is pretty much the same quality like the original game. So they are not just some modders that are doing a fan project here. This is really, really worth it to be considered official, yeah? And which is going to be, and they are going to get paid for that, and I really, really love that fact. Now, to put it all in a nutshell, to summarize it once again, this game is going to be well-rounded now. We are going to have lots of different theaters here. I mean, it's not really lots, it's at least two, but who knows what's going to happen in the future. And you also are a part of it, because if you, if you really want to support this project, and if you buy the game now, and the community gets bigger, this might not be the end. And for Team Fusion, I really hope for them that they are going to get a little bit of a future project out of it. And I think they really deserve it. And you guys are a part of it. So if you haven't bought the game already, like I said, wait until Team Fusion 5.0 is going to be out. For sure I'm going to make a review. And yeah, it's a really, really nice way to support the project. And who knows what's going to happen in the future, yeah? So we might have even additional features here. And that being said, yeah, we have now all these new dynamics, a new landscape. It's going to be official, no bothering with any installing of any patch or something like that. And all these little details, which are really going to put the whole thing together with all these new planes and all these improved graphics and all, everything that you saw here in the background. I think this is going to be the best World War II flight simulation out there, and by a long shot, because which other simulations, by the way, are there? So it's just Battle of Stalingrad as a competition and DCS, and then there are some smaller, which are pretty much games and not simulations, and even you know, Battle of Stalingrad is not really a competition in the simulation aspect. Battle of Stalingrad is a good game, but it's not really a simulation. You cannot click anything in the cockpit. The engine management and all that is pretty much just an annoyance in Battle of Stalingrad, because it doesn't really add to the immersion to go in the settings and set up buttons on the keyboard for something which you cannot really, you know, you cannot get really a grip of it. So yeah, Cliffs of Dover is going to be the best and well-rounded simulation out there. So I'm really looking forward to it. Alright guys, this is a self-elected Apeoftheyear signing off. Thank you all for watching, and if you want to support me in producing more videos on a weekly basis, check out my Patreon page. There are lots of nice rewards for Patreons, and you're going to get very cheap discounted flight lessons as an addition if you are a Patreon. So, see you in the next video.